shit as well. I want to know how y'all felt about the sentence and things like that. You feel me? And then before I get on there, first of all, fuck y'all. You know, I know comments is gonna comment, and one thing I will say is 2K made a very valid point. I can't control what people are gonna say in people's comments, and you're right. Here's the thing. I don't care about what people say in their comments, but I feel like when I feel like the truth can be shared, I feel like that's when I have an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing: for anybody that's on your platform, if you see them spamming throughout the whole stream, and you're saying this is, you know what I'm saying, and you're seeing certain things, you know what I mean, or whatever, it's just like, bro, like I don't have disrespect. I don't mean no disrespect or no harm to everybody. Everybody's gonna feel a certain type of way when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, to being emotional about their platform. I get that, y'all, but he was absolutely right on that. And I just want to say that though. You feel me? You can't control what people are gonna say on other people's comment section. I just did a whole rant about that shit, and I'm gonna have accountability when it come down to that. I can't say that in 1 minute when it come down to my platform, and then when I get over on his platform, you feel what I'm saying, for it to be different. It don't work like that. So I will honestly say that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the fact that she was acting like she was fake sleep, kept getting spammed. Know what I'm saying? Because I mean, he literally, like, when I woke up, he literally heard my voice. I sounded like Luther Vandross. I got no reason to lie. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he didn't see what they were saying, but I will honestly take ownership in that. We can't control that shit, Dripset. So, you know what I mean? They're going to rock with his fan base, because that's his peoples, as they should. Just like when people come over here, they're gonna rock with me, you know what I mean? But I just don't want the necessary drama. You go over to his page, you feel what I'm saying, and you catch everything over there. Don't ask me shit, because y'all told me that I was coming across like a hater, and I shouldn't have been saying nothing and all of that. So don't be trying to come to me for information now. God damn it, I am gonna keep the same fucking energy. Oh, 2K ass is on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And quit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, okay, but not letting nobody disrespect him or nobody here. No, I mean, you listen, bro. Listen. I will in that defense. Now, I'm not saying that I was right. There was, I thought it was one person and it wasn't. Okay? I can take accountability for that. You feel me? I came over there and I was hot because, first of all, I was sleepy. Second of all, you know what I mean? I seen certain things on my shit, and it seemed like it was coming directly from one person. Now, they said that I was misguided at who I seen. I could take ownership in that and apologize on that end. Now, there was somebody else over there who was saying some shit like, oh yeah, she's fake. I can't control that shit. But the girl who I did fuck up, I did apologize. She said, fuck me still. I get it. Because mostly I would say, fuck me still. So I'm not tripping about that fact. That comes with a tough skin. But, like, nigga, I was asleep. And I didn't have no parts in none of this shit. So that's all I want to say about that. Now, but as far as that other shit, don't disrespect 2K. You know, he's a really cool person to me. I fucks with it or whatever like that. Straight up. He just knows how to ruffle y'all niggas feather, and I watch it on 2 times. I know exactly who all it was, Boho and Twinkie 23 and some more folks. But Twinkie said that she didn't say nothing. But I mean, they said it was 2 Twinkies. So I guess the Twinkie that I addressed wasn't the Twinkie who was saying something or whatever like that. I know the Boho 23 was right, but I guess they was on the things or whatever. So I don't know. But anyway, that's just no here or there. No disrespect, no love lost. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 2K. You feel what I mean or whatever like that. I fucks with 2K. I like 2K as a person. I'm not gonna lie. I know that he get up under a lot of you guys' skin, but let me tell you something. One thing about that nigga is he will make you think. He will make you come out of your emotional standpoint to think mentally, and I like that about that nigga. But anyway, we finna move on. If y'all do have Kick, follow 2K over there on Kick. I think he's still on Twitch. I'm not sure. And then I'm pretty sure you guys already know all the rest of his other platforms, because he did features over here with us and things like that. So let's just try to do it. I did see somebody on this platform that was like trying to bring up my heart attack and shit like that. That's cool. You feel me? When people go low, we go higher. I ain't tripping. But y'all, we finna get into this Nicki and Cardi shit. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. When is things off limits? When does things become off limit? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Nicki is fucking jeopardizing her whole legacy. You dig what I mean? See, that's what I'm saying. See how y'all doing it or whatever like that. Like we ain't fucking following him at all. Too, he let them disrespect you. See, he gotta let you rock, just like I let his folks rock. Now you can rock. Dripset can rock just like his people rock. That's the beauty of it. You feel what I'm saying? We can't control what y'all say and do. So the same way his platform gonna rock for him, y'all gonna rock for me. So it's just the way it is. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people were saying that Cardi started this. I went back in the crates. We did not see nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? What happened was Nicki got bothered by some of the accolades that I feel like that Cardi B, you know what I'm saying, was receiving. Now, here's the thing with Nicki. Little Kim said this a long time ago, that Nicki do not know how to share a platform. Okay. I remember that the only time I can remember when women really was out in one era to where it would deserve a beef like this is when it was Lil Kim, Foxy Brown. I think Charlie Baltimore. It was a lot of people like that at one time where women were dropping albums all at the same time. Now that's the only time that I can remember it always being filled with females. When Nicki Minaj came out, let's be real about it. First of all, she was automatically goated just for being around Wayne and Drake. She was goated for that. Then she had the talent to match when it came down to lyrically and you know what I'm saying, when it come down to being an artist. Now, this is the thing that kind of bothers me because this is something that goes on right now. Men is completely different from women. Men can share limelights. Women can't. Even when you think about how women are to each other right now, you know what I'm saying? This is a prime definition of what the fuck we have to go through. It's always one of those type of crab or barrel mentalities when it come down to women sharing certain platforms, and I hate that. I hate that it always got to be one female to reign, and it shouldn't have to be that. And we're gonna get into some more of these things here, and we're gonna talk. I'm gonna open up the things. We're gonna also talk about the red and little bit situation, and then we're gonna also talk. And not when I say that situation, it got nothing to do with today. It was just some questions that people had from the video and the reactions that we both did. And we're going to talk about that. Now, listen, me and Red and Little Bit was supposed to have a sit down today, but it got away from both of us. I was trying to get to the Chris Brown concert last minute. My dog was in a pup contest, and then some other shit popped off, so I didn't get a chance. But we are going to have a sit down. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't tune in just to think that people is going to discuss what's going on tonight, because it's going to be totally up to them. I'm going to let them control the direction of a lot of the sit down or whatever. But most of the stuff is going to be the things that we could have been doing better as friends. You did. We're going to have a sit down from that. And then from there, they will be the ones to disclose whatever the fuck they want to disclose about anything. You're not getting shit over here from me today. Like, seriously. Now, if you got kicked, you probably already part of it. You probably already know a lot of shit. But if not, you're going to have to wait. Now, Nicki. There is a bar that Cardi B said in the song with the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Everybody knows that. And Nicki came out and she started doing this. All right. Now, what I really feel like is Nicki is basically fucking up her legacy as a artist. I was very, very disturbed by how she talked about culture. Now, a lot of people saying that Cardi went to hell with it. Now, I want to know, how did Cardi go to hell with it before Nicki went to hell with it? Now, I'm going to make sure that I do this very ginger, because I know I got some barbs inside these comments, and I don't want no beef. All right? But some of the things that Nicki was saying about culture was very distasteful, and I can't even, and that was the things I seen her talk about the kids first. I did not see Cardi talk about these kids first. Now, I could be wrong. Now, we gonna look at some of this shit, but nigga, I just feel like this. Now, I will honestly say that I am more of, and I want y'all to understand this, I'm not a Barb. I'm not whatever Cardi's fan base is neither. Now, I love music. That's it. That's all. I will say that I do favor Cardi a lot more lately because I do not like the rants that Nicki has been going off. I don't feel like some of the rants that Nicki has, she has to have because she's already goated. You dig me? Listen, you're old now. It's okay. I just know that I follow this girl on all platforms and I didn't see any disrespect, you know what I'm saying, from Cardi right away. But Cardi said this about other people's kids first. That's why Nicki said that. Maisha, this is what people don't understand. If Cardi said this about other people's kids first, then those other people should have said something to Cardi. She didn't say nothing about Nicki's kids. When Cardi said some of this shit or was quote unquote supposed to have said some shit like that, that was 3 years ago. You cannot come across and say nothing now right when this girl albums drop because it makes you look bitter. That's what people are not seeing when it comes down to Nicki shit. If you were going to say something about Cardi, then address when Cardi first said it 3 years ago. Like, why are you waiting till this girl drop an album and she's getting all of these accolades to now want to be a hero? It does not work like that. And I think that's what a lot of people is missing. Now, if I'm wrong, Pecan, but that's the issue. Like, what the fuck makes you wait 3 years later to say something? Let's be real. It was not until, you know what I'm saying, Cardi started getting all of these motherfucking accolades in #1 spots to where it seemed like it woke up the beast in Nicki, and that's just a fact. Now, the thing about it is, if Cardi said all of this type of shit and you want to prove that Cardi was wrong, nigga, you come on the platform, a goated ass fucking legend, and you talk about little babies like this. And let's be real, how are you gonna talk about a little baby? Like, have anybody seen Papa Bear say anything yet? See, you can't do that because it does come across like you might be mad that your child might be dealing with, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of and I'm trying to be very careful because I don't want nobody to think that I'm being like, you know, you just can't talk about kids when you know you're dealing. It's like Krishan talking about somebody's kid. You can't really say nothing when you got shit in your own closet. Just be quiet. You feel what I mean? If it wasn't your kid 3 years ago, why are you talking? Nigga, like that don't make no sense to me. So you wait on this girl album drop to say it. Now let's look at some of this shit. She says, Barney B in Culture Vulture. Let me move me out the way a little bit. Dead ass says, YouTube, I'm sorry if you can't see the screen because I'm on Twitch as well. You know what I mean? And I'm also on my other YouTube page. So I'm sorry that you can't see it, but I do have it. If you follow my Twitch, you'll see that I got things on the screen. Now, Nicki Minaj said, Culture a vulture and her mama a crow. So stupid to not see once Wendy ate that crow. What happened? They played you to do that hex to yourself. You flop ass heavy tongue hoe. Now, you could be a barb and you can love Nicki with all your heart. But what in the fuck is she talking about? Yo, what in the fuck? She said, Culture of vulture and her mama a crow. So stupid to not see once Wendy ate that crow. What happened? They played you to do that hex to yourself. You flop ass, heavy tongue hoe. She said, do something. We in New York, heavy on it. Nicki, I love you with all my heart. But why wait till this girl damn near 4 months, 5 months prego to say do something? See, this is what makes Nicki. See, Nicki might have every right to feel the way she feels sometimes. But nigga, why wait till this girl got a whole baby? And why you starting to promote an album for next year? The album she said is going to come out either January or March, and she promoting it now when this girl's album drop. Come on, man. That's sometimes y'all got to understand this shit is fucking crazy as hell. Hell no. Nicki said, Cokey B, please don't sniff coke with baby. 4 out of 5, word to Carlos. No, listen, y'all. Listen. I love music. I'm a fan of music. I like some of Nicki music. I definitely love Cardi music. But y'all, if you are a Nicki Minaj, if you are a barb, Okay? It's no problem with you defending who you love. It's no problem with that shit. But you gotta be able to be real with the people who y'all support. There is no way, and I mean no way possible, to where you could feel like this is okay behavior. There's no way. If you feel like this is okay behavior, I'm a little upset. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. She said, culture, you a roach and a monkey, like your sister. Culture, you are a roach and a monkey, like your sister. Somebody in the comments said on TikTok, Nicki too old to be a barb. She a Cabbage Patch now. Shit, me, boy. That's good stuff right there, boy. That's good stuff. Nicki said, Barney dangerous. Bodega Barney, what up? Your sister can get that chest caved in if you pregnant with another monkey or roach right now. I'm just saying, for entertainment purposes only. Yo. She said, where's the roach spray? I'ma spray it in that bitch disease-riddled mouth. Bunch of different cum stains on the new roach for entertainment purposes only and shit. Nicki. Then Nicki said, Barney B had the whole label fly out to Cali to beg me to do a joint tour and an album with her. I don't want to have to drop that recorded call. That's why all the sabotage on my tour. Drop the receipts, dumb B. You costed the millions with your $4 album and $5 coupon. Nicki, boo. You would act like you never sold records. You know, you would act like you was Azealia Banks or something. Nicki, you was a star for like 9 years. You don't want nobody else to come out. The fuck? She said, she's so stupid. Find me, B. Member called cops on us last time. Maybe them tell us we had to leave New York because you and your man was afraid for y'all lives. Nah, ho. Drop the receipts. Barney B. You'll be eating out the garbage cans in the Bronx in the name of Jesus. Barbs. Help me with this. Now, see, I have your Twitter rant, but why do you got to bring my God and my Lord and Savior into the equation? This is crazy as hell. Stop it. You feel me? But she said in the name of Jesus soon. All right? We gonna get into all this shit. Then she did a whole letter. Dear Culture Vulture, your mom is pregnant with another monkey to add to her litter. The gag is that she was just jealous of a little baby boy simply because his hair was longer than all 4 of you bald monkeys put together. You know what? This type of beef right here would scare me. Because, like, not even only is she going at Cardi, I seen her say something about Jay-Z and Beyonce was stealing her and Kenneth's poses. She said, we will boycott every company attached to her. And she's talking about her and the Barbs. Just like we did with BET. Every company that enabled her disgusting remarks about children and other marginalized groups for years. You have 3 days to cut ties. That is it. That is all. Enjoy your day. We have receipts. Now, see, this is what I don't like about Nicki sometimes. When she will also throw stones, but then want to be able, that's when she wants to bring up marginalized groups and black women. Nicki is not, listen, every female rapper that I believe is in the game have said some things that came back to eat them one way or other. That's why that sometimes you got to be very, very goddamn cautious about your digital imprint. The way that character used to precede us, Now your social media is. Soon as you get successful, soon as you get right, niggas is gonna start going into the crates and try to figure out who you used to be and hold that shit against you. That's why, bro, if you can help it, try to have class on this here platform. Because some of the type of sometimes your success is only gonna be part-time. It's not a permanent thing. This digital shit will follow you for forever. You feel what I mean? So you gotta be very careful about the shit you be posting for real. So she want the Barbs to do all of that. She said you fucking a DL man raw and got pregnant with another monkey. Talking about Stefan. You said, oh well, he all of our baby's daddies now. Your husband said he never liked you. You pee on yuck. Your coochie on yuck. Hubby told P years ago how ugly you look, always swollen and botched in the face from surgery. So guess what? Zoo take my money. Yes, daddy. Ow. It's both of our money now, daddy. Then she say, that scary hoe know to delete the text. Then she comes back and say, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. The problem is they didn't know that I was a prophet because they looked at the outside and God knows the heart. So everything they did to me was a direct violation of the kingdom of God. Now they have to reap it with interest. Funny thing is, do you know who else is a prophet? Papa Bear, her son. An even better prophet than Mama. He been saying amen in Jesus for a long time. His purity is what did them in. There are things I won't say that they tried. One lift of his little hand rebuked and sent back to sender. He protected his father. They are now in the first phase of grief, denial. They know they're done, just don't want to be. Have your way now, Holy Spirit. Holy fuck. I don't understand. Can somebody tell me what the fuck Nicki is what she talking about though? This right here would scare me. Facts. I don't want no Quavo. Was it worth it, dummy? No career. Take off gone. Remember you told me you were the Beyonce of the group? I laughed so hard inside. Anyway, pay Offset his alimony, Barney B. Nicki said, remember when all the real ones was at the We Go Up video shoot and she was outside Bodega Barney with no one caring? Yo, I'm so sorry right now, y'all. I have this on the screen, but you can only see it if you follow my Twitchy or if you're on my Tootie Uncensored channel. My Tootie Uncensored channel, I was streaming live for that. It looked like it came off or whatever like that. But yeah, you can follow my Twitch and you can actually see what I got going on. But if not, you can just hear me reading. Then she said the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Also, Offset told P, you ugly. Nah, bro. See, this is what I'm talking about. Something is really wrong. If I'm a barb, I want to get baby girl checked out. I'm not even fucking lying. At some point, you gotta understand that this is not a regular rant. You dig what I mean? This is not a regular rant. This is what you call, what the fuck? Hold on one second. So Cardi B come back and say, you must have missed me, huh? Crazy. Now kiss my feet. All right? Now, she said nothing more annoying than a bored bitch. She said the power I have to make these bitches come out of rehab every time. Go to your fucking room. I ain't on nobody's side, but this part I agree. Go to your room, Nicki. Because Nicki, why? What? Now, Cardi said A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Your man had to snatch Coochie tastes like honeycomb. Yo, bro be touching 12-year-olds. Y'all, this ladies, look, y'all, we gotta do better because this type of shit. You feel me? And then Cardi putting on because I was really baking ribs and making blondie brownies, and here come this bitch bother me on a damn Monday. I will say them ribs look good. I'm hungry as fuck right now. I will bite any of that. So then Cardi said, why you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag that you think it is. You've been in the game like 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers that started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake. Those are the numbers you need to be competing with. And you can't because you're doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. What the fuck is you comparing yourself to me for? Now, I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. Because, for real. You know what I mean? And you goaded already. All right now. This is the third tweet talking about my pregnancy. Like you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce from all the perks scrambling your eggs. Not allegedly. Lord protect my babies. See, a lot of y'all thought it was Meek Mills who just had drug problems. But see, y'all also felt like that when Whitney. And I love Whitney. Don't come at my life. But a lot of people thought it was Bobby Brown. I introduced some of them drugs to Whitney. And it wasn't. Whitney was getting high with her brothers long before Bobby. You feel me? So a lot of y'all was thinking that Meek Mill was the ones on all of them opioids and shit. Look, shit. Look, it definitely could be true. I ain't on no sides. I'm just calling it out like I see it now. Kiss my ass. Let's get it. She said, girl, it's your son's birthday. Why you on Twitter dedicating essays to me? For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese. Shawty said, for the love of God, please go to Chuck E. Cheese. Please. So then Nicki came back, Barney B. Tell him how you been getting seizures from the knot. Oh, bitch, tomorrow? Can somebody help me with the knot? What the knot mean? Anybody know what the knot is? Cardi said, when have I ever had a seizure? You the one that went on the award show saying you ain't want to call 911 after you was shaking from that drug overdose. Talking about a knot. Miss, I'm standing right here. Oh, yeah, I do see it. Okay, she talking about that. Oh, that's when she was talking about the knot on Cardi when that late thing happened. Okay, I know what she's doing. Quiet as kept. The truth is you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for almost 9 years. And you're also on heavy drugs, cocaine, perks, and Xanax. You don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that have the power is Kenneth Petty. But you know what happens with that Air Max when you sedated. Now listen, y'all. I can kind of see the bipolar in her. Now the schizophrenia, I don't know, but that, yeah, she do that shit. I think that she's definitely some of that. You feel me? But that's not a funny thing, but it is. You need to get that checked out. I could definitely see it because I watched this documentary and Jennifer Lewis was on it. The lady from What's Love Got to Do with It, the mama. She said that she knew she was bipolar when she left for her house to go to CVS. You feel me? And she rode by a house and had to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Like, she might have a little bipolar in her. Because it ain't no way that shit can come out of Nicki like that. You know what I mean? It scares me sometimes. If I could be in the middle of the song and it just comes out, and I don't like that. And I don't like when she do her eyes. It look like it's a lot of shit going on. But to each his own. I like some of her music, though. Cardi said, I'm letting you know again. Stop playing with my kid, B. You just mad because your son's favorite color is 5. I can't do this. I'm gonna be canceled for no. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm getting on this internet tonight and I'm catching strays for just reacting to shit and I have nothing to do with nothing. And I'm about to get no, bro. No, bro. No, bro. She said this girl baby favorite color is 5. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying. Then Nicki came back and she said, hold on. Nicki came back and said A B C D E F G, falling off the charts with that big belly. Running trains barefoot, still smelly. Still, you could not outsell me. Oh, shit. They crazy. They crazy than the fuck. Nicki said A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Rap like Barney, still ugly. Nicki was having fun with A, B, C, D, G. Cardi said, like, damn, how you pressed over in an album you ain't got hit in or mentioned in? That's you would think that Cardi said something about her on this album. You know what I mean? You would think that Cardi said something to mention her on the album. Bitch feelings hurt because I ain't paid her no attention. You haven't even cut your fucking kid cake. My God, it's 6 o'clock in LA. You must have took your first line of the day. Hey, to see, they can have a joint album right here. And Cardi said, and let me tell you something. Let this be the last time you mention my kids before I spill the tea on yours while you talking about ABCs. You gonna leave me the fuck alone, ho. Today, ho, I'm sick of you, bitch. I'm not even being funny. Cardi did not mention her son first. The only thing that Cardi said, and I went back into the quotes, y'all. I'm not on no side. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on nobody's side. But the only thing that Cardi did say first was, it is your son's birthday. For the love of God, go to Chuck E. Cheese. That was the first time that I seen her even say something. Now, the way that Nicki was mentioning Papa Bear, was mentioning Culture was crazy. But a lot of people saying she should have not said that. That is not calling Papa Bear a monkey. That is not doing that. Now I don't see how that was talking about a child saying it's your son's birthday. You feel what I'm saying? That is a little scary to me. If it's your son's birthday, why are you arguing with Cardi? You feel what I'm just trying to understand that part. See, to me, that wasn't bad. You feel what I mean? I don't feel like that was bad as all. Now, see, listen. She didn't. Now I will say, once Nicki started talking about Culture being a monkey and being a roach and talking about the other kids being roaches, that's when Cardi B started talking about his autism. But she still wasn't talking about him in the way that Nicki was. I feel like all of it. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm just reading the shit. I'm not finna get in this because y'all ain't about to cancel me for. I don't even got no children. Look, and let me tell you something. Let this be the last time you mention my kids. And she said something about the ABCs. Now, if there's any barbs on here, and I just want somebody to know, I'm just asking a question. Have y'all? Have y'all seen Papa Bear talk though? Because I seen on Twitter other people, not Cardi or not even Nicki, but a lot of people were saying that they did feel like Papa might be a little, and not even really slow, just a little underdeveloped. Y'all seen him talking? Y'all seen, because at his age right now, he should. Now, okay, you did. Okay, so then it seemed like both of their kids is good. Because there's a video. There's a video too of Wave. He's very intelligent too. So that's what I'm just trying to understand. Like, it seemed like both of their kids is on track. So I don't know why this was happening, but let's keep going. Nicki said, culture a vulture and her mama a crow. So stupid not to see women ate that crow. We already seen this. Let's keep going. Cardi said, Trick, you wish you could call my daughter ugly. Culture is beautiful and you know that. Your hate is so deep, dark, and nasty because your son nonverbal. Because you fucked him up with them drugs. So you jealous of everybody kids and their happiness. Bitch, where the fuck you at? Stop talking. Damn. This I had neither George's LaFleur. That I mean, I've heard him say "mommy" before. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't. I haven't seen like. I mean, like we all seen Halo. Halo's very very mature for his age. We seen a lot of I just never seen it in that capacity, and I don't be looking for it. So that's why I just asked that question. But let's keep going on. Trying to call me out to fight because I'm pregnant as fuck. You never have that energy when I see you in person. I seen you at 2 Met Galas and never have that energy. But where the fuck you at? My niggas is outside right now. Where the fuck y'all at? Damn. Cardi B say, Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't speak and banging spoons because your mom couldn't put the drugs down. I'm sorry your mom not even paying attention to you on your own birthday because she is obsessed and dark-spirited hating hoe. I'm so sorry. She said, drop the Addy right now and don't go tagging the feds and the police like you did 3 months ago, you pussy ass bitch. Shut the F up. Cardi say, bitch, you been having cum stains in your mouth since you was a minor because your daddy used to touch you. Tell the world that's why you wake up so effing miserable because you hurt and full of trauma and trying to apply it to everybody else. And why the fuck you keep bringing up Rock Nation? I'm not signed to them, you delusional, paranoid, coke-sniffing bitch. Damn. Did that happen, though, with Nicki? Did her daddy used to do that to her? Is that why she like that? I agree. Somebody in the comments says speaking on a fertility is not the same as speaking on a living child. I get that. You know what I'm saying? There are women, I feel like both situations could be a little iffy because there's women out here that who the only wish they have is to want to have children. You feel what I mean? So my heart goes out to women who can't conceive as well. But I agree. I feel like in their particular situation, they both have already been blessed to have children. And some of the things that she was saying about culture and them was really crazy. And I feel like culture didn't have anything to do with anything like that. You feel what I mean? Like, seriously. Like, even when I went back, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not taking no sides, because, like, even I said back in the day, when Cardi, I don't feel like no child should be mentioned. But even back in the day, when Cardi was talking about bitches, she never directly called a child's name. She would say some shit like, yo fucking kid's a monkey. Now, I'm not saying that that's justified, but what I'm saying is doesn't making it as personal as Nicki made it. Nicki didn't just say is not talking to a random bitch and saying fuck your kid. She is saying fuck culture. Culture is a monkey. That makes it a little bit different. I'm sorry y'all can miss me with that shit. I just feel like that's a little bit different. When Cardi was arguing with a bitch, she would say some shit like bitch, your kid ain't shit. Your kid such and such, but she didn't ever say, yo, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when she was arguing, I don't even know if she knew that the motherfuckers had kids. That's still not right. I'm saying that. I want that to be very, very frank. But I feel like Nicki just kind of went so low with just directly calling that child out. Talking about her gums and all types of shit. That's crazy as hell. So then Cardi said, Papa Bear, I'm sorry you can't talk. And you got to sit in special ed because your mom couldn't put the drugs down. I'm sorry your mom is not paying attention to you on your birthday because she's so obsessed and dark-spirited hating hoe. I'm so sorry, baby. Cardi B said, you said fuck culture, what? Bitch, fuck that slow A son that came out your coochie. You was wishing so much negativity on me while I was pregnant. And look at your karma. Look what your rotten coochie produced. Now he a whole 5-year-old tiptoeing around the house and can't spell his name. He tiptoes? This ain't right. Damn, they was going crazy. So then she say, Trick, you want to talk about $4.99. You sold both of your albums for $5, you dumb O. Oh, she got her albums up. They $5 too. So maybe $5 is a good deal if everybody's doing it. You was even selling your poster and keychain bundles for your Queen album, you fucking dummy. And you know I never been a bitch to cop please. That was your friend Nitty hitting up Tubby to go on a fucking joint tour after he got out of jail. I ain't never got on a phone call with none of your asses. B, you wish. And look how you be talking about Rock Nation, you ungrateful B. When they let you offer 3 months of title just so they could buy your album. Wait, bring that ass here. You talking about my father? My father never been to jail a day in his life. Go get a detective and tell them to run them records. Don't put them dirty ass allegations from your bloodline on mine. Your daddy was a crackhead and your brother was Aaron, his stepchild. You got medical records on me? Post them, B. You gonna leave me the fuck alone today. Now, if I'm Nicki, I just would have had a birthday party. Because some of this shit that Cardi is saying right now, like we would have to fight. Everybody have to fight at this point. I don't care what's going on. You know what I mean? I have to bring me, the new baby, and the umbilical cord. Because, nigga, what the fuck? Like, this is going crazy. Ooh. I would have went to Chuck E. Cheese. I would have been on here. Look, if I'm Nicki, nah, fuck that. If I'm Nicki, I'm already a platinum selling artist. I'm cool with Drake and Weezy, baby. You feel me? I got plaques on top of plaques. You feel me? I don't want to argue with a new bitch. I'm sorry. I'm just telling y'all right now. I don't like these new Gen Zs. You feel me? I'm too old school. I can't think as quick as these new bitches. You feel me? So if I'm Nicki, I don't even want to argue. Because first of all, Cardi going crazy. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't arguing with you. These new bitches is clever. They can put their words together so quick and shit, and I don't got the time to be set up like that. You feel me? I have to come over there and choke the shit out you. I get that mad. You did? No, you're not finna get me. Hey, that's all I'm saying. So then Cardi said, but stop all this talking. Where you at? You said you was gonna cave my sister chest in. We checking our DMs, ain't seen it yet. Everybody up waiting. Drop the addy right now, ho. If I'm Nicki, I definitely don't want to fuck with Hennessy. Anytime your name is after a drink like Hennessy, something ain't right. Now, my daddy didn't even drink Hennessy. You feel me? You know, my daddy wish he couldn't drink Hennessy because it'd make him mad. You dig what I mean? So, like, I don't know why she would even want to do this. You feel what I mean? Seriously. Shacey, wish you could, but you can't. Who? We got one out again. Nurse. We got one out again. Hey, look. So then, here was Cardi B. She said, Dear Onika Tanya Mirage. Damn, she put the whole government. She said, this is my last time responding to you because this is past Twitter now. I got to see you. But first, I'm going to tell you the truth. You said out of your own mouth that little girl in you haven't forgave your mother yet. And that's because your mom used to stay silent when your dad used to touch on you every time he did that crack pipe. I know you experienced a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs is not going to help you. You need to go to therapy now. I'm going to let you know this today. Your husband is not stopping you from your actions because he lets you do all the drugs all day to numb you so he can max out that credit card. Yeah, you think I don't know. Them queens boys that you be letting in your house every time you kick them out be coming and spilling your tea in the hood. but I'm going to be the realest person to ever tell you. You need to get help. You need to heal that trauma. You always coming at people every time you see them happy because you got so much trauma and pain that you want to put on others. Your fans are going to gas you up. Damn. While you literally lose your goddamn mind. You don't have no friends, no family, just that man in your house to let you do the drugs till you pass out so he can spend your money and buy the hood chains. I'm not throwing away my career and my endorsements going back and forth with you with words with a possessed drug addict. I'll see you when I see you. Damn. That was one hell of a letter. I'm going to start doing that. Instead of arguing with people in the comments, I'm going to just take the person's comment in their name, and then I'm just going to write a whole letter to them, you know what I'm saying, on my community post. I feel like that's the mature thing to do. You ain't got to argue no more. Just write them a letter. This type of letter was awesome. You feel me? I'm going to start doing that. Matter of fact, there's some people in my comments right now that I need to write letters to. I'm going to be up all night. I got at least 22 letters that I need to write and have signed, sealed, and delivered. Because y'all just be coming at my life for no reason. I don't understand it. Yeah, she shot her down. And I'm a very great writer. I'm a Virgo. You feel me? I can put my words together very well. Very articulate. So mods, from now on, we can still block them. But even before we block them, let me write them a letter. There's some, if y'all go to my last video, there's some right now that I want to read down. I usually pin the comments of the people so I won't forget them. But I'm finna write about at least, I want to write at least like 9 letters tonight. Let's do some Dear Johns. That's what we're going to do. That's what I'm on. I'm on that now. I like that. So yeah, for the people who love to be in my comments talking shit, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to write y'all a letter. Shay C. Shay C just sent me a 10. I'm scared of you too. I don't know if you was yelling at me or talking. I'll come in peace. Keep hope alive. Now, Cardi B said, I'm letting you know again. Stop playing with my kid, B. You just mad because you're... Okay, we seen that part. The son's favorite color is 5. It's crazy. That's crazy. So then she wrote a letter to... She wrote a letter to Papa. She called him Papa Perk. Does she call him, is this to the baby? Or is this to Nicki? Oh, this is to the baby. Oh, Cardi, you called him Papa Perk? Okay, so everybody writing letters. You know Nicki wrote a letter to Culture. So it looked like now that Cardi B not only wrote a letter to Nicki, but she also had a letter in the envelope for Papa Bear too. She said, Dear Papa Perk, I'm sorry that your mama haven't cut you a birthday cake for the past 3 days because she can't take my success. This motherfucker years old one. Because she can't take what she said. One day you're going to grow up, and I hope you understand when a girl says no, it means no. And you can overcome the pedophilia blood you inherited from you, your grandfather, your father, and your uncle. Hold on, all of them? Oh, yeah, that is true. The brother in jail now. Now, I thought the girl and him was the same age. That's not the truth. Because that is the whole bloodline. Damn. See, Nicki should have just went to Chuck E. Cheese. Because that's deep when your grandfather, your father, and your uncle. Please don't hate me when you grow up because your mommy rather give me more attention than she gives you. Hopefully when somebody that really cares about her puts her in rehab and gets her the help she needs, she should come out and read you a book. After that part right there, if I'm Nicki, I would have came on there and said I got hacked. Bitch, I got hacked. I don't know what the fuck going on. I love Cardi. Cause this shit crazy. Alright, so Cardi said, don't give my child Oh, I guess she did something to, she wrote something to Culture. I don't see Culture. The letter to Culture on here. I gotta find that one. Hold on. Cause it looks like when Nicki wrote a letter to Culture, Cardi B came back and said, "Don't give my child no backhanded apology. Keep my child name out of your mouth, cause I'ma always take you where you don't want to go about mine. Honest truth, this going back and forth about kids is really draining my energy. I don't want to keep mentioning kids. It feels very nasty and dark. But the energy you keep giving my kids, I'ma resend back to the messenger." I think like any mama would do. You feel me? Now, this was some crazy shit. Hold on. Hold on. This was some crazy shit. Now, as a mama, I didn't pass the letter. You said it was right before the what? The Cardi proper perk. Let me see, cause I ain't said I was about to go and try to find it. Maybe because you know you be having the shit as a slideshow and shit, and not just mad pictures. Let me see. You said right before. Quite as truth, you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Okay, here we go, right here. Nicki said, "Dear Culture, truth is, I did all of this for a bigger purpose, and one day you'll understand. You're a cute child, and lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into all of their features." See, I wouldn't want this. I wouldn't want this. Because I get why Cardi said this was backhanded. She said, "Dear Culture," let me make sure. "Dear Culture, truth is, I did all of this for a bigger purpose, and one day you'll understand. You're a cute child, and lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into all of their features. One day you'll see this, so I have to say I apologize. As a child of God and queen of my community who looked to me for integrity, you're an innocent child and don't deserve any of this. One day your mother, aunt, and many more will be brought to their knees for what they've said and tried to do to my young prophet / beautiful boy. Take care, my darling. This isn't who I am." I wouldn't want that. You're a cute child, and lots of kids have cute little funny looking gums before they grow into all of their features. See, this screams to me that this screams to me that there needs to be some therapy done. If that was supposed to be an apology for that little girl, I wouldn't have taken it if I was Cardi. And that is crazy as hell. Now, I got another question. A lot of people were saying they felt like Offset should have intervened. I don't agree with that part. I feel like this was a back and forth between two women. Okay, and I feel like even though Offset shares a child with Cardi, I feel like this is a situation where Cardi and Cardi only should have handled. Now, if Kenneth would have got on the internet and started talking about Culture, you feel what I'm saying, alongside of Nicki, then I feel like that is a time when Offset could have intervened. But as of right now, I feel like that Offset did exactly what he was supposed to do and stay out of woman business. The same way, if there was Offset and Kenny having the same conversation, you feel what I mean? I wouldn't have looked at it weird if Nicki or Cardi wouldn't have got into it. That's man shit then. So I feel like that type of shit should be said like that. They saying that Offset is pillow talking to Nicki about Cardi, but I don't know. I know that Offset and Cardi B is not at the best terms right now, but I seriously doubt that Offset will pillow talk to Nicki. Now, could Offset had pillow talk to another nigga? You feel what I'm saying, in this industry, and it got back to Nicki? Hell yeah, it could have. You feel me? But I don't agree with that. So I kind of want to feel like how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how y'all feel like that. I was seeing a lot of people saying that Offset should have intervened. I don't think that he should have got into female stuff. That's just me. You feel me? Sky, my Twitch name is Tap In With Toot. Tap In With Toot. We'll actually put the link down in the thing. I'm showing a lot of things on the screen, YouTube, and I apologize that you guys can't see it. But I honestly, when I stream, I'm mostly on my Tootie Uncensored channel. So my Toot Reacts is not added to my Twitch. on days that I do this, I'm gonna switch it so that you guys will be able to see everything that I'm pulling up. But yeah, let's get back to it. But I'm gonna be the first to say I hate to see this with women sometimes, because I feel, and all y'all always hear me say this, I feel like we each other's worst critics, and that's just it, without a shadow of a doubt. But this type of energy that Cardi had, I'm for it. I think I would have reacted the same way. Now look, I am a reactor, so my job is when I research shit that I'm reacting to is to go all the way back in the crates. You feel what I mean? And look at things. I did not see Cardi did not mention this girl's kid first. Now a lot of people are confusing Cardi saying for the love of God, you know what I'm saying, get off the internet and go to, I mean, it's your son's birthday, go to Chuck E. Cheese. A lot of people are saying that that's when Cardi mentioned Papa Bear first, and they're treating that as that was being malicious. I don't think that was malicious at all. Now, if she said, for the love of God, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, it's your son's birthday, take his slow ass to Chuck E. Cheese, then I can understand people having an outcry. I don't think what Cardi said was her talking about his kid first. Now that's just me. You feel me? Everybody's gonna have their own motherfucking back and forths about that. But that's just how I see it. Yeah. So yeah, we gonna get off this topic. We got plenty of other topics to get into. And then I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I know that y'all sent me some DMs too about Santana and JT as well. We can get into it. It's up to y'all. And then we could talk a little bit. I know a little bit about the Diddy's sentencing, and I want to know how y'all feel about that. Then we're going to open up the phone lines and we're going to talk about it. You feel what I mean? So y'all stay tuned.